Hi, I'm Rachel Brady and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Rachel. I am 37 years old. I am a mum to 2 kids. Arthur is, is 7 just, and B is nearly 5, Beatrix. So I live in the Peak District. We are renovating a house and I am a family food blogger, and I am also a kind of stay-at-home mum YouTuber type person. And I thought I've never actually kind of done a video about how I got here, how I got to be a vlogger. So let's start with university. I went to university from 1998 to 2001. That makes me feel so old. I met my husband Adam there. I went to Liverpool John Moores University and I did literature, life and thought. I know they've since changed the name of that degree to literature and cultural history, and I did a joint degree, so the other half of the degree was media and cultural history. So it was kind of like a literature, cultural kind of philosophy type degree, and I asked about rather a lot and somehow came out with a 2-1, so a half decent degree. We left Liverpool, we went to Manchester. Adam started his job, which he's now still in the same job, which is amazing. And I have done so much other stuff. So let's go way back. I got a job as an ad writer at the newspaper Loot, which sounds kind of better than it was. It was basically a call centre job. And I jacked it in, and then I did a bit of temping. It just did my head in, that ad writing job. It was fun, we partied a lot after work, but it wasn't kind of where I wanted to be. I went through a really tricky time where I just temped and hated jobs and phoned my mum and dad in tears and said, what am I going to do? At the time, my dad was just getting his website business going. He has a Peak District tourism website, and he was selling some web software to businesses who wanted websites. So I started doing that with him a little bit, and then actually started to learn about SEO, so search engine optimization. So this is way back in kind of 2001, 2002, when that was kind of a really unknown quantity and people didn't know a lot about it. I started to learn about it, and I started to offer little businesses SEO and also just kind of internet marketing services as a copywriter and that type of thing. Then I got an actual marketing job. My first marketing job was for an education company, and I learned more about marketing in general and digital marketing. It was so badly paid. I think it was like 10 grand a year. So I went to work for a company called Global Media, and I worked in SEO for them for a couple of years and learned loads and kind of traveled to like Paris and different Munich and like worked with really great clients in SEO. And then I left there to go to another agency called MediaVest, which I didn't actually really enjoy that job. It was a bit too processy and analyticsy for me. Then I went to the best job in the world, which was working as a kind of content I did so many kind of roles as like content producer, kind of creative producer, project manager, kind of copywriter, SEO person at Moonfish, and I made some really great friends there, and I worked there for a couple of years and I absolutely loved it. That was the first job I ever had where I loved it. And then that company ended up folding for complicated reasons, and I went off with the directors to their new smaller agency called Bright Digital, and I worked there for a couple of years, and then I had my son. I went back to work after I had Arthur and then realised, oh, this is heartbreaking, I don't want to be away from him. But I was really torn because I loved my job as well. I did make the decision to leave that job, so I left and I set up my blog. I don't know why I set up my blog. One boring afternoon at my in-laws, we just had Sunday dinner. I'd made a rhubarb and blueberry crumble. I took a picture and popped it on a blog, and that was in the days where it was Blogspot. Literally set it up, rubbish graphics, didn't know what I was doing, apart from the fact that I could cook. I've always been a really keen cook. Me and Adam bonded over food in the early 2000s. That's when we first, we met in 2001, and we were both really into our cooking. We've always been into cooking. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to start a blog. I didn't read any blogs. I didn't know anything about blogging at all. That was in 2012. Yeah, so I was a food blogger for a couple of years, and then I realised I had this kid to feed, and then I had another kid to feed, and it morphed into a family food blog. I had quite a few rebrandings along the way. I got much better at food photography along the way. just through hard work, just not through reading manuals or any particular book. And a couple of years ago, I saw that Channel Mum were doing a vlogger sponsored talent program to launch their business. I applied for that, I got on that, I was in the first intake. And that was my kind of first stepping stone into YouTube and vlogging. That was a couple of years ago. I did a year with them and it was great and I enjoyed it. However, I stepped away because I just thought, you know, maybe I should be independent in all of this. There was quite a few different reasons. My head was in a strange place at the time. I lost confidence a little bit. But overall, I just at the time, I just thought, you know, let's do this on my own. And that's where I am now. I had a little break recently from all of this and I've come back to it refreshed and renewed, and I'm really enjoying it. And I made a video about my break called Why I Went AWOL the other day, and I watched it back and I thought there was a bit in it where I said I don't want to be a big hitter, and I really thought about that. I thought, why did I say that? And in the video I said it was because it would scare me. And you know what, I've been having some life coaching, that's another video we'll do, and I actually really questioned whether that statement was true, and I'm actually feeling really ambitious. I think I've quashed and oppressed my own ambition along the years, and I've just kind of done this as a hobby, and I feel like now I really want to step it up a gear, and there's no shame in that, and I'm just going to enjoy it and really get stuck in. And this video is kind of a way of me doing that, just kind of looking back at how I got to this place and really looking forward, and that's it. So I hope you found my video interesting about how I got to this point. Do subscribe, do comment below to say hi, give the video a thumbs up, and that is it for now. See you soon.